Question number 1. Who among the following attended the second round table conference in 1931? Options are: Option 1, Ghanshyam Das Birla; 2, Jawaharlal Nehru; 3, Madan Mohan Malviya; 4, Sarojini Naidu; 5, B.R. Ambedkar. So, which of the following option is correct? Option B is correct. That is 1, 3, 4, 5 is correct. And statement 2 is in option 2 is correct because Jawaharlal Nehru have never attended any of the roundtable conferences. That is, among three roundtable conference has been conducted since 1930 and 1932, and in which Mahatma Gandhi from Congress in 1931, that is second roundtable conference, has attended. So statement B is correct. Option B is correct. Representatives, including Gandhi, attended the second conference in 1931 after reaching a pact with Viceroy Lord Irwin, also known as Gandhi-Irwin Pact, to end the civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement was from 1930 to 34. Jawaharlal Nehru did not attend any of the three roundtable conferences. Question number 2. Which of the following monuments was also known as Qila-e-Mubarak? A. Shergarh Fort; B. Agra Fort; C. Purana Qila; D. Red Fort. So the correct answer for this question is D. That is, Red Fort was also known as Qila-e-Mubarak. It was constructed by Shah Jahan. Founded during the city of Shahjahanabad was founded by the Shah Jahan, in which this Qila-e-Mubarak was established or constructed. Qila-e-Mubarak means the fortunate citadel. The palace came to be known as Lal Qila because of the rare sandstones in the wall. Question number 3. The term curry western is in reference to A. A term used by 17th century European traders to categorize spices. B. A classification used in classical Indian music. C. A genre of Indian films. D. The first successful hybrid strain of rice combining Indian basmati with drought-resistant varieties from North American farms. So the correct answer for this question is C. That is, a genre of Indian films from 1970 to 1980 was known as curry western. In these films, the blend with Western and the South Asian culture was Western culture and South Asian culture was described. The blend of Indian and the Western culture were assimilated in these films from 1970 to 80s. Sole is the perfect example of this type of film. Curry western emerged in Indian cinema as a way to adapt the popular spaghetti western genre, which was popularized by Italian director Sergio Leone, to an Indian context. It is a genre of Indian films from 1970s and 1980s that focused the American western with Indian setting and themes. Question number 4. Consider the following statement with reference to Bengal famines of 1973. One large-scale diversion of food for war purposes during World War II and a cyclone were among the factors responsible for the famine. 2. The Government of India built an official national memorial for the victims of famine soon after independence in Noakhali. So the correct answer for this question is A. That is, statement 1 was correct. The infamous 1943 Bengal famine was during World War II in 1943. This was because of the diversion of food supply for the purpose of World War II, and the cyclones were also responsible for the famine in this, and other factors are responsible for famines in the were responsible for famine in this region. The government of India has 1943 Bengal famine was gripped by famine that claimed nearly 3 million lives. Yet, unlike the wars and partitions that followed, this catastrophe has left behind no museum, no memorial, not even a plaque. At a recent memorial in Manchester, people gathered to remember what history has long chosen to forget and to raise a stark question: why has South Asia never formally commemorated one of its deadliest tragedies? Question number 5. Consider the following statements. 1. When Macaulay arrived in India, the General Committee of Public Instruction, a body to oversee education policies and funds in colonial India, was deadlocked between two factions, the Orientalists and Angelicists. 2. When Macaulay was appointed as the President of General Committee of Public Instruction, William Bentinck was the Governor General of India. So which of the following statements are correct? So statement C is correct. That is option C is correct. That is both the statements are correct. The Macaulay was the chairman of General Committee of Public Instruction, a body to oversee education policies and funds in colonial India. And when Macaulay was appointed that time, Lord William Bentinck was the Governor General of India. General Committee of Public Instruction, a body to oversee education policies and funds in colonial India. This one is correct. The Angelicist means the term Angelicist means who supported the European ideas and English education, and the Orientalist means by contrast favored the Indian language and literature. The story of English in India is written by the book Story of English in India is written by N. Krishnaswamy and Lalita Krishnaswamy about the William Bentinck, how he solved the problem of appointing Macaulay as a law member of the council on the debate of education system. This appointment paved the way for Macaulay's minutes in 1835, often called Manifesto of English Education in India. It is Macaulay said we must at present do our best to form a class who may be interpreters between us and the millions opinions and the millions whom we govern. That means whom we are governing should be there should be a class between the us and the whom we are governing to translate their ideas, their language in English so they can rule perfectly. So in Indian in blood and color, but English in taste, in opinions, in morals and in intellects. To that class, we may leave it to redefine the vernacular dialects in the country. Question number 6. Consider the following statements regarding the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, International IDSEA. Statement 1. International IDSEA is a specialized agency of the United Nations mandated to oversee global electoral processes and certify elections results. Statement 2. It operates as an intergovernmental organization with the mandate to support sustainable democracy worldwide through knowledge production and capacity building. So the correct answer for this question is D. That is, statement 1 is incorrect because IDEA is not a specialized agency of United Nations, although it have observer status for the UNGA, but it's not a specialized agency. It was established in 19 IDEA, that means Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, was established in 1995, and in 2003 it was given observer status of the United Nations. And statement 2 is correct. It operates as an intergovernmental organization with the mandate to support sustainable democracy worldwide through knowledge production and capacity building. In statement 1, this is also incorrect. Certify election result. The work of this agency is not to certify election result. It works only on the democratic institutions and to frame them. It was established in 1995. It was given observer status of the UNGA in 2003. It's an intergovernmental organization. Mandate is not to certify results but to strengthen institutions and processes. It provides comparative knowledge training to election management bodies and facilitating dialogues between different democracies in the world. This is a Sweden-based organization. Question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding masala bonds. Statement 1. Masala bonds are rupee-denominated instruments issued in overseas markets. Statement 2. In masala bonds, the currency risk is borne by the investor rather than issuer. Statement 3. Masala bonds help in internationalization of Indian rupee. So the correct answer for this question is A. The statement 2 and statement 3 are correct and both of them explain a statement 1. Masala bonds are rupee denominated instruments issued in overseas markets. That means if the share is introduced for the overseas market, Indian share, then it will be known as masala bond, nothing else. If the Indian person invests in Indian shares, the Indian companies, then it will be known as normal share. But if their shares will be issued in overseas markets, then it will be known as masala bonds. And in masala bonds, the currency risk is borne by investor rather than issuer. That means if a company of India is issuing a masala bond to in USA, issuing a masala bond in USA, then the investor will take the risk, not the company who is issuing that bond. Masala bond help in internationalization of the Indian rupee. So statement 3 is also correct. It helps in internationalization of Indian rupee because the foreign investor can invest in Indian rupee through this bond. With reference to the question number 8, with reference to the Sanchar Sathi platform, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It is a citizen protection platform developed by the National Informatics Center in collaboration with Niti Aayog. 2. The Chakshu tool within the platform allow users to report suspected fraud communications such as fake KYC alerts. 3. It allows users to check all mobile connections linked to their identity to detect unauthorized uses. 4. The platform is limited to blocking lost devices and does not support the verification of the authenticity of second-hand handsets. So the correct answer for this question is B. That is statement 1 and statement 4 are incorrect and statement 2 and 3 is correct. The platform Sanchar Sathi is developed by Department of Telecommunication, not Niti Aayog. And the Chakshu tool is specifically designed to enable reporting of suspected fraud communications, including fake KYC alerts, impersonation, and phishing. Statement 3 is correct because a core feature of platform is identity management, allowing users to review all SIMs linked to their name. Statement 4 is incorrect because the platform explicitly includes device authenticity verification to check if a handset IMEI is genuine or blacklisted, which is crucial for the second-hand market. It is not limited only to blocking lost phones. Question number 9. With reference to the Biological Weapons Convention, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The Biological Weapons Convention, that is BWC, effectively prohibits the development and stockpiling of biological agents but lack a formal verification regime to ensure compliance by member states. Statement 2. The convention includes a legal mechanism for automatic imposition of sanctions by the UN Security Council upon the detection of a violation. So the correct answer for this question is C. That is, statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. The BWC is a first multilateral disarmament treaty banning an entire category of weapons of mass destruction. However, a major and widely acknowledged limitation is the absence of a formal verification mechanism. Statement 2 is incorrect because the BWC relies on political enforcement rather than automatic legal sanctions. While there is a complaints mechanism, Article 6, that can be lodged with the Security Council, there is no automatic legal mechanism for sanctions written into treaty itself and enforcement. Question number 10. The term prana whales recently seen in the news is described as a newly discovered underwater trench in the southern Indian Ocean, B. An ancient river drainage system on Mars indicating past hydrological activity, C. A region in the Amazon rainforest known for high biodiversity and indigenous reserves, D. A subglacial valley system discovered in Antarctica using satellite radars. Correct answer for this question is a B, that is ancient river drainage system on Mars indicating past hydrological activity. Prana whales. Prana whales is identified as one of Mars' major ancient fluvial drainage system. It consists of networks of valleys and sedimentary channels situated in the Margaritifera Terra region, southern hemisphere of Mars. Its discovery is significant because the branching valley networks and sediment deposits provide a strong geological evidence that Mars once possessed a warmer climate capable of sustaining rainfall and surface runoff comparable to large river basins on Earth.